once you figure out that somebody has come into your home, you feel violated. It's scary. It's a felony. They can go to prison for many years for it. And so it's dangerous. I mean, anybody that's committing crimes or committing felonies is dangerous. And you should take it serious, and I did take it serious once I knew somebody was breaking my house. The first thing I did was change all the locks in the house. I mean, immediately. I had just done that. It cost me $600 to go buy all new locks again. But not only did I change all the locks, I was setting up traps like the one you already seen with the rug on the back door. But there's many ways to do it to see if somebody was still getting in my house some way. And that's what I'm going to show you here this time. The first thing I did, you can do this with a matchstick. I got a toothpick here. And this is the way to see if your door has been open while you're gone. What you can do is take your little toothpick and then you stick it in between the door and the door jamb. I can break it off. Nobody's ever going to notice it down there. It's stuck inside the door. Okay? And it's going to be stuck inside the door for the next 30 years until somebody opens the door. And so when I come home from work, I do that in the morning. I come home from work and I come in here and I look down, and if that matchstick or that toothpick's laying on the floor, I know that door's been open. So I know somebody's been in my house. Okay? So I think you got the part about that. The other thing you do is you can take a little pebble, a little rock here. There's many ways to do it. And I can set this little pebble right there on that doorknob, and it's pretty inconspicuous. If somebody opened the door, they twist it, it falls off. I come home, that little rock's going to stay up there, and it's real tiny. It's going to stay up there for about 30 years until somebody opens that door. That's just another way. You could also use maybe a hair or whatever. But one time I put an acorn in front of the door. It rolls out of the way. I know somebody will come to the door. My number one way to figure out if somebody was coming in this house is what I figured out was these door stops right here. You can see it up there, and it keeps that door from banging against that wall, and it rotates. I rotate it till it touches the door. Shut the door, okay? And I go and I check them all through the house. I do that every morning, and every time I come on lunch, I check them. And then I know if somebody come in here and they open this door like this, okay, you wouldn't think about it, and then they're done, and then they're going to close the door pretending that they hadn't been in my house, and they're going to lock it all back up, right? This doorstop rotated out, but it didn't rotate back in. You have to physically push it in. So I'd come home at work, and I look and go, that door had been open. And this door over here has been open. And I couldn't stop these people from breaking my house. I'd take pictures in the morning, take pictures in the afternoon, so I could prove it to all these people. I got people breaking in my home. And so thus you see these locks right here, and more locks, right? And then I've got extra locks on here, which you might or might not be able to see. And then they're still getting in the door, and I can't figure out how to get in the door, so I'm drilling a hole and putting a pin in it, trying to figure out how they're getting in this door if everything's locked. But they were, okay? That's kind of the point. The other way they can get in is through the windows. I only got a few windows. I got the one patio door, and I got a few sliding windows that actually open where you can get in. And I'm literally blocking these doors even where a point where I'm using a bolt, because you can't pick a bolt, you know. You can pick a lock, but you can't pick a bolt. So I'm bolting it up by even padlocks, $30 padlocks, one door to get inside the whole house. That's the only door you can physically get in, and you ain't picking no lock. But I still got the windows, okay? Let me show you what I did on the windows, and it's going to be a little hard to see here because the light's coming in. There's my window. What I did was screwed a hole right here, and I put a screw from one window to the other window. That window don't come open, period. And then I went ahead and put another extra lock on top of that. So, I mean, I've got these windows. They ain't coming in the windows. You know, that's all there is to it. And they ain't coming in the doors. That's part of the reason. See, I didn't originally think that somebody was coming in from a tunnel, that they dug and put some kind of underground access to this house. That is crazy. I'm kidding about that crazy part. But I really didn't think that it never entered my mind. They're getting in some other way that I don't know how they're getting in, but they're getting in. And so I went around for over a year before I ever come to the conclusion with systematic tests, with locking up, with verifying that they've been in the house, with making the evidence, taking the pictures and proving it, they're coming in some other way. It was another person that first suggested, do you think they're coming in from the floor? I thought, the floor, that's ridiculous. But there we go.